The new fusion is here, and it's time to go over the plan. Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. I am very excited for this fusion. Really quickly, I do want to kind of go over just a little bit about whether or not you should go for this fusion. So as always, one of the most important things to remember is that this is your game, right? I am giving advice, I'm giving recommendations, but it doesn't always mean that I know what kind of resources you have and what kind of things that you're capable of. If you have the resources to do this fusion and still have things left over to go for Leonardo or Raphael, should they have some kind of events that come up, which I believe they will, then this fusion may not be one. Or if you have the extra resources, this is a fusion that you're going to want to do. If you don't have those extra resources, I think it's okay to skip. Originally, I got very excited about this champion because I was hoping the multipliers would be good. The multipliers are not incredible from what I've seen on other content creators' channels. However, for me personally, and I've already talked about this in that other video, because I have Admiral Black Tusk, I see a lot more value in Granyt than I did before, right? So I can get a lot of value between Black Tusk, Granyt, and my, giant roster of dwarves here. So I am definitely going to go for this fusion, but I also have the resources to go for it. So yeah, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk strategy for those of you that are going for the fusion. Listen up, I just got a new promo link that you can use to follow along with me on my latest free-to-play adventure and get a free Elenaril, as well as 3 more powerful epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get Elenaril right after signing up, as well as Fayne, Uugo, and Tagoar as you progress through Raid. Click on my link right now and let's crush this together. So the time of recording this is Monday night. I am waiting to do Fire Night and this Gear Hunters event, which used to be called Dungeon Divers. Now it's Gear Hunters. And mainly because I want to triple dip. I want to get tournament points for the Fire Night, but also Clan v Clan points while I'm doing Fire Night, and we'll be gaining those Dungeon Diver points as well. Let's talk about Clan v Clan and how it plays into this event, because it is important to understand certain things. So this Dungeon Divers and this Fire Night are a great thing for Clan v Clan because you get to triple dip, right? You're getting Fire Night points, you're getting Dungeon Diver points, and you're getting points in Clan versus Clan. So it's awesome, which is why I'm waiting until Tuesday to begin this run. Now, if you have seen this channel before and you've seen my videos on how to do CvC, you'll know that there's going to be a couple of tricks available to you. Now, at the time that this video comes out, it'll probably already be too late for you to save your resources, and I've kind of gotten ahead of myself a little bit. I accidentally used my tag team arena keys, but that's fine because I'll get 10 more. But I am going to save everything else. I could do my classic arenas, but I'm going to save my crypt keys, fortress keys, and all those things to run after Clan v Clan goes live in 4 hours. Well, I'll be asleep in 4 hours, but you guys get what I mean. Because those are free points for me to be able to complete Clan v Clan requirements and stuff. But an important thing for everybody to remember is anytime it's Clan v Clan and it's personal rewards, or no, anytime it's Clan v Clan, period, in the clan shop, we're going to have energy in the clan shop tomorrow. So that's going to be a really good use of your clan gold, is to knock out that free energy, right? And then use that towards your Fire Night, use that towards whatever dungeon you choose to do for the Clan v Clan. Now, my goal is, and this is important whether or not you're going for the fusion, my goal is to get this Immortal Soulstone from Dungeon Divers. Now, that is a lot of energy. It is likely going to be probably around, I would say, maybe 55 to 6,000 energy, because the return on investment for Dungeon Divers is not 1-to-1 where tournaments it usually is, meaning that if you spend 20 energy, you'll average over a course of time 20 points per run. So with Dungeon Divers, it's usually been a little bit less. It's been like 0.9 or so. Don't quote me on those numbers, guys. I know I can look them up, but I'm just talking here. So it will take me more energy to be able to complete this. But why do I want the Immortal Soulstone? Well, because I have a feeling that it will, something in this for the turtles is going to be soul related. So I am saving immortals, and if I have an opportunity to get an immortal for relatively cheap or free by only using energy or gems, then I'm going to do it. So this is one Dungeon Divers. I'm gonna keep calling it Dungeon Divers just to be clear. It's called a Gear Hunter event now, but I want to be clear what I'm talking about because I don't want people to be like, what's a Gear Hunter event? Doing this one all the way is important to me. So likely what is going to happen is I'm going to run the Fire Knight tournament until I max out the points, and then I'm going to switch over and run Spider so that I can get more silver, and probably run that until that Dungeon Diver's done and generate a ton of points in clan versus clan. When all that is said and done, then during Clan v Clan, I will do Sand Devil. So I am going to be doing a ton of dungeon running tomorrow because this only has another day left by tomorrow. So I want to make sure that I'm using my time and my energy well. In fact, let's go back a little bit here. So I'm going to do my Fire Knight first tomorrow. That will also generate me points for the Gear Hunters event. Then I will do the Sand Devil. And then because the Gear Hunter event, right, the Dungeon Diver event will still be going on day 2 of Clan v Clan. Day 2 of Clan v Clan, I'll do Spider. And that will get me those points for the Gear Hunter event and get me those Clan v Clan points that I want so bad, right? So that is my beginning of this. Gear enhancement, also another thing that will get me Clan v Clan points. So I'm just going to level up some gear. Pretty self-explanatory. This Dragon tournament, I do not think it's going to overlap with this Dungeon Diver event, but I don't care because I want to complete that Dungeon Diver event while we are in a clan versus clan. So because of that, I'm going to wait to do this Dragon during Gear Hunter event 2, which these should overlap on Saturday. So then we have the Champion Training Tournament. I am going to try to skip the Champion Training Tournament if I can, and we'll talk about why I can afford to do that in 1 sec. Well, right now, because this Summon Rush is going to give us a rare and an epic. Let me make sure this is on camera. No, I'm covering it up. Okay. So we have the chance to go for one of the epics from Summon Rush, which means we can skip 4 events. Now, most people tend to skip like the Dungeon Divers and stuff. I totally get why. I hate Champion Training. I just hate it. So I'm going to skip the Champion Training Tournament and the Champion Training event. I'm only going to skip those planned. I'm only going to plan to skip those 2 events and do kind of everything else along the way, making sure that I can then just skip an additional 2 at the end. Whether that's Gear Enhancement 3 or even Dungeon or Gear Hunters Event 3, whatever it may be, those will get skipped at the end, but I don't want to put myself in a position where, let's say that I accidentally failed the Ice Golem tournament or something. You know, I want to make sure I have that leeway in case I fail. So I'm only going to plan to skip 2, which is going to be Champion Training Tournament and Champion Training Event. So the Gear Hunter events, I will have to do them, but it does seem pretty doable. Gear Hunter Event 2 does overlap with Dragon and Ice Golem, and then Spider with Gear Hunter 3, I can probably just get all my Gear Hunter points out of Spider. If I even want to do that one, right? We may just get to a point where I say, oh, I'll skip that. If the reward is a Soulstone, I will do it and try to get all of those points, right? So classic arenas are easy to do. We don't need to go into those, but let's talk quickly about the Summon Rush and the Champion Chase tournament. So remember, Summon Rush is stones only, meaning that you only get points based on the type of, I said stones, I mean shards. You only get points based on the type of shard that you pull. So sacreds are really, really valuable there. I have quite a few sacreds saved up, so this coming weekend I am going to do a big pull, and I'm very excited and happy to do that, to try and gain a bunch of points. Then we have the Champion Chase tournament. Now this is the one where you get points based on the type of champion that you summon. So you get more points for mythicals than legendaries, epics, rares, etc. This usually coincides with a 2x event. I think it's going to be ancients. If it's sacreds, it's kind of worse, so hopefully it's ancient shards. I think that is the case though, but I can be wrong about that. But if it's ancients, then you're going to want to pull your ancients to generate those points. But there are other ways to gain points during a champion chase. You can use your remnant summons. You can use your fragment summons if you've saved them. Now, I was saving Donnie for this clan versus clan, but I now have a huge reason to go spend a bunch of energy, so that's going to be my targeted way for clan v clan points. So I will save Donnie for the champion chase so that I have to pull less shards and save those shards, because he's a guaranteed legendary points, if you guys get what I'm saying. And I will probably also save the remnant summons too, because champion chase rewards are pretty good, so maybe I get lucky and pull mythical, and then boom, there you go, a bunch of champion chase points. So that is basically my plan for the upcoming fusion. In case you're going for it, you guys can kind of, piggyback off my idea. If you don't want to do the Summon Rush all the way to the epic, then you're going to have to do those champion training tournaments. Like I said, I just hate doing them, so I would rather just pull a couple sacreds and knock out points that way. By the way, quick reminder, so far in the last couple of fusions, they've done about 7 sacreds. It used to be 6. The last one was, was it 7 or was it like 6.5? I don't remember. But keep that in mind that the magic number of 6 is no longer the case for Summon Rush, or at least it hasn't been. So make sure you check your totals accordingly. Well, either way, guys, we will call this a video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. It's the best way to support the channel, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Take care.